Hey guys, this is What If Luffy Found the Omnitrix, Part 1. Now guys, basically to simple, this fanfiction is going to be very long, because well, One Piece is very long, so this is going to be probably a multiple years wide type of, pretty much fan fiction, and I'm gonna be putting a lot of thought, a lot of editing, and a lot of just, I guess, effort into all these One Piece videos, because One Piece is a new anime I've never watched, and I'm kind of just getting into the One Piece universe itself, mainly because of the live action, plus I just started watching the animated one, and this is what the fan fiction is based off of, the animated anime, the OG anime. So what if Luffy had the Omnitrix? Now this is gonna be a pretty interesting story. I will be changing one specific thing about Luffy. Luffy, on his own, won't be able to swim. I'm sorry, but like, on his own, Luffy will not be able to swim. Even, because he won't have a devil fruit, he'll have the Omnitrix. But just to fuck with you guys, just to mess with you guys, I'm basically just gonna have him not be able to swim. Now I'm capping with you, bro. How is Luffy gonna grow up to be a pirate and not know how to swim? That's stupid. I ain't gonna do him like that, but just to say, for plot reasons, when water does intervene and trap him and all the other stuff, let's just say plot devices are going to allow him to be weak in those situations. Just saying. The writing is going to be perfection. But let's just dive right into this fanfiction. What if Luffy had the Omnitrix? We'll start our story off with episode 1 of One Piece, season 1. We'll start our story off with, well, some sort of, I guess, bin or some sort of jug in the water as it's flowing near a dock or near a cruise. As they pick it up, and they basically expect it, saying, "What is it?" But soon they get interrupted by a nearby pirate ship, Alvida's pirate ship. As we get introduced to Alvida and Cody and a bunch of other crew members, as they're all more or less taking over this cruise and basically stealing from these people. As we're also introduced to a very suspicious, unnamed redhead girl or orange-haired girl, as she basically makes her way around the pretty much cruise. As we see her get around the cruise and get past the pirates that are invading the ship or the cruise, as she eventually finds her way on the pirate ship of Alvida, taking out a guard and basically just swarming through their stuff. We get switched back to Cody as Cody's walking around the deck area, as Cody finds himself in the kitchen. Cody's walking around as he goes on about how he really doesn't hope no one's in here, as he comes across the same bin from earlier, as he basically tries to roll it away, but 3 other pirates show up. As they go on about how Lady Elvira will never know, as they start to drink from the bin, as what would happen is Koby would have been going on about how Lady Elvira finds out what we're doing, she's gonna kill us, as they say keyword find out. If you don't say anything, Koby, I will kill you. But yeah, so they start to rummage through it as one of the big guys about to basically do a haymaker on the bin to open it up, but out of nowhere, Luffy-san pops out. As Luffy looks around and basically accidentally knocks the absolute snot out of one of the guys, knocking him down to the ground, as they notice Luffy's design, and Luffy's whole design is exactly the same. It's just a big clunky alien-like watch is on his wrist, or alien-like thing is on his wrist. As they notice that, saying that, "Who the heck do you think you are?" As he basically goes on about how if your friend keeps on laying on the floor like that, he's gonna catch a cold. As they go on about, "What do you mean? You did that to him. You know what? Don't you know we're vicious pirates? Are you just messing with us?" As Luffy says, "Nope, I'm not messing with you guys." As they're about to stab Luffy, as Luffy grabs the grabs the knife out of the pirate's hands, throwing them down to the ground, and knocking both of them out with a clean, swift punch to the face. As Luffy starts to make smirky remarks and basically act like a Ben 10, or a Ben Tennyson, basically just making smirky remarks and being kind of cocky, as Luffy normally kind of is. And what would happen is Luffy would start looking for food immediately. As Luffy started looking for food, as what would happen, Koby would have been dragged along. As Koby would have asked him, "So you're Luffy's son?" "Well, I'm Koby." As Luffy goes on about how, "Well, that's cool and all, but I'm just gonna stuff my face now." As Luffy starts to eat multiple apples on top of apples, as he eventually is told the story of Koby. And Koby is a deck worker for Avira, or Kavira, or whatever his name is. Avira, I think her name is. Correct me in the comments, please. Correct me, because this is my first time really messing with Luffy or the One Piece lore. Now, what happened is, Koby would have gone on about how what's going on is very, very, let's just say, unique. As he would have said that he's been a part of Avira's deck or her crew for a long time, and he's more or less just a clean boy, a clean lad. As Luffy says, well, it's really up to you, as you're your own boy, and you don't really need to be there for someone that doesn't even appreciate you, because you seem like an amazing dude. As he just smiles off, doing his whole his laughy, graspy Luffy voice. As we get switched to, well, the girl from earlier, as she's on the deck, as she's going through all their stuff. As we get switched to Avira finding the two pirates from earlier that got busted by, well, Luffy, and eventually she gets mad and goes after Luffy herself. As Luffy and Koby are still talking, but it gets switched to basically Koby and, well, Luffy talking. As we can see that Koby said, I really wish I could just get into a barrel and just roll off into the seas and be rid of these pirates. As Luffy says, well, that's up to you. As he goes on about and asks Luffy, what is his mission? Why is he out here? What are you trying to do? As Luffy says, well, that's easy. I'm going to set seas and I'm going to become the Pirate King. As, well, let's just say Koby is kind of like the Pirate King. Are you for real right now, homie? Are you for real? Like, bro, he's tweaking. He's tweaking. He can't be serious. That's exactly what Koby's thinking. He can't be serious. But what happened is Luffy would have gone on about how it's possible, and that with his power and with his motivation and his determination, he's gonna find the Pirate King's treasure. He's gonna find the One Piece, and he is going to become the Pirate King. As Koby is basically just going on like, yeah, yeah. You do that, buddy. But it also would be like kind of tweaking out, but he would still talk through his tweakiness as he would have started to ask Luffy, so that means you would have to be a pirate, and what about your crew? As Luffy says, I don't have one, but I'm looking for one. But what happened is Koby would start to tweak out. He would start to tweak out, saying, you can't be a pirate king. You know how many pirates are looking for the One Piece? The power of wealth, fame, and riches? You're tweaking, man. You're bugging out. As Luffy would have said to shut up, as he would get kind of angry at him a little bit earlier in the series. Not even earlier, he just should get angry at him in this iteration. As what would happen is he would start to literally, chew this man Luffy out, saying, you can never be the Pirate King. You know how many people are better, stronger, faster, and bigger that are looking for that treasure? As Luffy hits him upside the head and bonks him upside the head and says that, why are you just downplaying me, man? You don't even know what I'm capable of. As what would go on is Koby would have started to tweak out even more, saying that you can't be the Pirate King. It's an impossible title. It's something that people have been looking for decades. As Luffy would have gone on about how, well, he's going to be the one to find it. He's going to be the Pirate King, the one and true Pirate King. As he smiles and looks at the watch and says, this logo is going to be around the whole entire world, because it's who I am, and it's going to be the thing that's going to make me the Pirate King. But Luffy would have gone on a little bit deeper, saying that I've been wanting to be the Pirate King for as long as I could remember. And if I'm going to go down fighting for it, then I'm going to die fighting for what I want. And that's something I could ever wish to die for. I want to die for this. If I do, then I won't have any regrets. As he walks away from Koby, as Koby's kind of shocked, but also kind of impressed. And what happened? The character development of Koby would have began. Koby would have talked about how if he puts his mind to it, he can become better, blah, 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 that. The bull. I don't care about Koby's character. Maybe I might change Koby's character just a tad bit, because I am going to be introducing a little bit of the Benton universe within the One Piece universe, and having some villains intersign and interlink, like Vilgax, Albino, Albedo, like, characters like that. I'm going to be introducing into the Luffy world, but not yet. I'm going to have it really grounded and just evolved and basically just centered around the idea of what if every time Luffy got in a fight, he had the Omnitrix to help him out, But we're not gonna escape over it too much. As you know, Koby goes on about how he wants to become a Marine, as catching bad guys is the one and only thing he wanted to do his whole life. As Luffy goes on about how that's actually a pretty good, I guess, ambition. As he's about to walk out, as he gets interrupted by Avera. As Avera tries to fight him, as Koby's kind of confused and also kind of shocked by the fact that they about to throw hands. Doogie duel, bro. As what would happen, as I said, basically, well, Luffy would have gone on about how you're just a bad and horrible man. I mean, woman. As she gets pissed off, saying, "What do you mean, man?" As she starts to fight Luffy, as Luffy starts to dog these guys out, as he says that you guys asked for it, as he unlocks the Omnitrix and transforms into Upgrade, as it's pretty much one of Luffy's main transformations because he just likes the malleability of Upgrade's power, as it's basically just a mimic of Luffy's OG powers. So what would happen is, well, pretty much he would have used Upgrade kind of like how he would use the Gum Fruit powers, as he would start to bend and contort his body, making huge big swings at the rope at the pirates, knocking him off the deck, knocking him down back to back, making constructs out of his hands, so basically just knocking them all out in a matter of minutes. As Koby's impressed by this, and actually kind of like just in awe of Luffy's power, as they all look in shock and confusion on what this creature is and what did that boy just turn into. As Koby looks up to him in pure awe and disbelief, as well, Luffy would have looked at him saying, "Well, I hope you get where you need to get to, Koby." As what would happen is Kuvira would have tried to step in, but Luffy would have taken her out in a few minutes, grabbing the big giant bat she had, or mace, as he would have ripped it out of her hand, knocking her upside the forehead with a huge giant, malleable construct out of his fist, as he would have started to blast her down with a laser. As if you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure you guys know if you're a big Benton fan, plus an anime fan, Upgrade has a laser in his face. I did not know that, because he doesn't really use it that much. And we don't really see much of Upgrade in the Benton lore, honestly. Except for that one episode in Alien Force, where they did do that whole series, or that whole, like, two-parter on the... No, that was Omniverse. That whole two-parter on Upgrade's species, and how it was made from the, I guess... brain matters? I can't remember what they're called. But what would happen is, well... pretty much Luffy would have boxed her up in a matter of minutes, as she would have begun to be humiliated alongside every other pirate there. As basically what would happen is he would see the same girl from earlier, as we would recognize her, but he would have saw this redhead girl, as he basically would have jumped in the ship with them, or jumped in the dock or the boat. As what would happen is we could switch to the end of the series, or the end of the episode, as we could switch to some sort of, I guess, camp out, as we see a man in some sort of green bandana stringed up to a wooden stick. As we're gonna end it off here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys like and subscribe. And as always, guys, have a blessed day.